comes an exciting time in many businesses after you figure out exactly what you want to sell, you realize that you can sell it and people are enjoying it, you're getting results for people, and then you turn your attention to, okay, what does this look like if I want to grow and scale? Well, in this video, I'm gonna show you the 3 steps that you need to take to do that so you don't lose that like special soul, the things that make you amazing right now and that have built your brand to the point where it is now as you grow with perhaps a larger team or just by impacting more people. Hello, my name is Kay Putnam. I'm a psychology-driven brand strategist and I help entrepreneurs change the world with what they know. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been watching several of my videos, thanks for coming back. And if you haven't yet, press that subscribe button. I would love to share the videos that I have coming up with you. So in the beginning of my business, when I was first trying to tackle this growth question, I always kept hearing that you needed to delegate, that you needed to find like a virtual assistant, somebody who can help you take things off of your plate. So I said, that sounds amazing. Let's do that. I jumped in really quickly into finding my first few hires. Now, things didn't work out as smoothly as I would have wanted. I gave them stuff to do, but they weren't as good at being my brand as I am. So I ended up like micromanaging the work. I made a ton of revisions. In some cases, I even redid the work that they supplied to me because it just wasn't up to my standard. At the time, I just was frustrated and I wondered if it was even possible to have somebody be essentially me in the market to help me be the best version of me, to help me grow my personal brand, my expert brand in a way that was going to be authentic. Now, a couple of years later, I have discovered the process to make this work, because when you want to grow your impact, to scale and to influence more people, it is essential that you're not the only person doing it. There are only so many hours in the day, and as of the recording time of this video, we cannot clone ourselves, but we can do the next best thing. Let's get into the 3 steps to scale your brand. The first step of this process is discovery. It doesn't feel as sexy because you have to actually go back to the heart and soul of your business. Like, why am I here? What is the personality of my brand? What is my unique point of view? And how does that influence my messaging, my visuals, and all of the places that I show up? That self-awareness is absolutely crucial. And so many people skip this step and they wonder why they're having trouble either delegating brand work to other creatives or multiplying their efforts and their momentum. Step number 2 is to define. So once you have that clear picture, that ultimate clarity in your mind about what your brand is and what you stand for, you actually have to do the work to translate that into different languages. So you have the visual language, which is your images, your colors, your fonts, your personal brand portraits, the videos that you're creating, the intros, all of the visuals and graphics need to communicate that foundational brand narrative that you created in step 1. And then the other language is like actual language. Like, what are you saying? What are the words that you're choosing to explain or to teach with? What are the names of your different programs and services? What are the key phrases and what's on your blacklist? Like, what are you not going to say as a brand? All of these granular decisions make up the voice, tone, and messaging strategy of your brand. And it's key to not only talk about the big picture foundational stuff that we did in discovery phase, but to also translate that into actual decisions that you're going to refer back to again and again. And then step 3 of this process is delegate. So once you've done all of this hard work to figure out exactly who you are, what you stand for, the heart and soul and ethos of your brand, and exactly what that's going to look like for you, it's time to hand off some of the work to capable team members. So you want to find people who are good values fit for your brand based on those values that you discovered in step 1. And you want to give them ownership over being the best version of your brand that they can be. Because when people have that crystal clear understanding of what the big picture is, what the story is behind the brand, they can use their own creative minds to help you communicate that in ways that maybe you didn't even think of. But if you leave this all to chance, if you don't figure this out, if you don't set those high standards for your team before you delegate, they're just pulling from their own worldview, their own likes and dislikes. They're pulling maybe from like what's trending or what is a popular way of saying things or a popular way of looking in the market instead of building your brand on what you stand for. I always like to say, build your brand on truth, not trends. And it is so important that you do those first 2 steps before you delegate so that that is a reality. If you enjoyed this content, I have a comprehensive guide called the 7 Keys to Scaling Your Brand. If you visit my Clarity Code website, which is claritycode.co, you can download that guide there. If you're at the stage in your business where you're looking for growth and scaling opportunities, let me know by commenting below with the word scale. And again, I would love to invite you into the brand building family community that I have been curating. Hit subscribe and you'll get more valuable brand building videos. So much more brand building goodness coming your way very, very soon. All right, bye guys.